folks, welcome back to the channel. And I think I've had a really tough last few days. I have not been able to record, my ratings down and the blitz. What we're going to do is we'll go back to our standard format. I'm going to play a few puzzle streaks. So warm-up puzzle streak, the opponent is threatening this, the pawn is queening. Is there a way to stop it? That's the question. Bishop into rook, pawn push. Bishop can simply come back here, king comes here, and then I think the bishop's getting trapped. That's the problem. Let's try again. Bishop into rook, pawn push. Then I don't know what to do. I don't see a way to stop the queening. That's the problem. Can't come here. I think there's a way to do this. Bishop takes rook, pawn push, bishop comes back, king comes here, and then rook check. Yes, I think it's possible. And then it's a simple way to continue. Of course, there's no other choice. I need to take this. The bishop controls everything. And king. Okay, bishop does not control everything, but I think I can give up the bishop to save the match. So this is queen into queen, and I'm going to queen much faster. So it's a straightforward easy one. Check, king goes back, check and mate. Is it that simple? Is there some problem in my calculation? I don't see any problem in the calculation. Straightforward. Alright folks, here we see that we are materially down an exchange, and yeah, it's a mate, a simple mate in two, not very tricky. Again here we have the opposition, and I get the pawn back, and then I come here. I am not very clear how this will progress. Pawn into rook into rook, pawn into king g4. I don't know, let's say some getting stuck, and then king comes here, king, pawn push. Simply a drawish position. I do a check first. No, quite sure it involves me getting the opposition. So first, should I check or should I take this? Very simple. Check, king comes here, takes, king comes here, king comes here, king comes here, king position. I'm not sure folks how this progresses. Pawn takes, king comes here, king here. Yeah, I don't know how do we continue. Let's say he goes there, I go here, then he pushes a pawn, push, then oh, I'm closer to the pawn. Okay, now I understand what's happening. Check, and then the queen delivers the mate. Straightforward. Sometimes puzzles are very easy, sometimes are very tough. I don't understand how do they rate these puzzles, right? Okay, I have this check, king comes here, and I have this mate, and yeah, straightforward again. Yeah, the endgames are generally tougher. So pawn, rook takes pawn. What is the compensation for black? I don't see the compensation. It's simply a free pawn, and I can simply come back, isn't it? Rook takes, pawn takes. I mean, I don't understand. I can simply push the king away, and then oh, it's a mate. Oh, very nice folks, very nice. I think I messed up. It's okay. Part of the thing, and it's just restarting, so we start off with really easy ones. I switch. So it's again a folk puzzle starting off super easy. Here we have mate into super easy, and here we have mate in one super easy. Here we have mate in one super easy. Here we have mate in one super easy. Here we have okay, now this one mate in 2 3 actually. super easy. Here we have pawn push. So this king just doesn't move. So pawn push, then this pawn push, then this bishop move somewhere, then this pawn push, and then this pawn push. I think is that the way to go? I think we can create two passes here. This is to go back, and then I do this. Then I have to. You cannot do that. Okay, so blunder. So I don't know why they would give a question on blunder, mate in 1. I don't see a mate, but it's a free piece. King comes here, check. King goes here, it's a mate. Okay, it's a mate in 3 puzzle. Alright, so check, and then it just gets king gets overwhelmed. What's a fork as well, so you lose your knight. Okay, back rank. Okay, here we have this simple mate in 1. I don't know why, but like puzzles are fairly straightforward when you start off, and it's pretty evident here. Okay, now what do we have here? He also has a mate in 1. No, not really. The king is protecting that square. He has this, I don't know, I think it's this straightforward one. Check, why can't I simply go back? Back rank it, I'm getting mate in 1. Okay. We have this mate in 1. As I said, I don't understand the grading. Sometimes it's too easy, sometimes it's too difficult. Pawn push, bishop takes, so there's nothing much I can do here. This doesn't help. Setting up the fork this way. Check, king goes there. Check and you lose the rook. I think that's the puzzle. Okay, was there a mate, folks? I really want to see this. What if he comes back? I have this check, he goes back, I give this check, he goes back. Check, he goes back, I give this check, he goes back. This check, he goes back. Check, he goes back. Check, he goes back. Finally, okay. Basically a lot of material one. It's like a treadmill kind of a question. Alright folks, I understand this is a check, king takes and this check here, and then the king goes somewhere and the queen sits at the bottom. Sorry, I was right, I calculated correctly. Okay folks, I calculated correctly but I did a blunder. Finally, this is a mate in 1. Okay, I want to do 5 more of these puzzles together. We've warmed up enough. As you can see, I'm not in great form. I seem to be struggling. Pawn push, queen. I think that's it. So yeah, last few more. Check and back rank mate. And this one is, as you can see, I mean the first few I'm getting it right. Once the puzzles get interesting, get tough, I'm struggling. Fork and then you win the piece. Yeah, last one folks. Okay, I'm done here. So let's do some puzzles. Teams, and I have been struggling on the discover tag. I'm going to do 5 puzzles on this and then start a few matches to top of the day. As I said, my rating is down very badly and things are not looking at discovery. Where do we set up the discovery? We have this, then Then I get this. I think it's a simple pawn win. No. This one. Okay. I was getting a free piece and I just went for the pawn. As you can clearly see, it's still a problem. Pawn takes, bishop here. So I don't see. Check. And I win this. That's what this is. Super easy puzzle. Check. Then I come here and win this. Oh yes, check. I just move away. He defends this. I come here, he gives me this check. So his move is simple, just protect it this way. Anything else possible? The rook trap, rook is not really trapped. Switch. I have this also. Bishop takes. I win the rook. No, I win the queen. Wow. 3 puzzles, 2 of them horribly wrong. That was on. Plan. I have no idea. I'm going to take a hint. Knight. Okay, this is the discover attack. Okay, alright folks, as you can see, I'm in like really poor form. I'm not able to think very clearly. We have this check and we're in the queen. Okay. We have this check. We have this check. Alright folks, as you can see, I have been struggling and I think I'm going to just play a game today. I'm not in the great frame of mind either. But I'm going to just play a game and let's see how it goes. Alright folks, we are playing 1872 and we're going to play our standard Queen's Gambit. Decline setup. He's going for top setup. Open this up and then put this right out. I think I'm okay to lose the tempo. I'm going to put this here. If it takes, I take again. So it's fine. No issues. It's okay. It's not a problem losing tempo. What's the typical ideas in this position? Okay, as I said, I'm okay to lose a tempo. If he takes, I have to take it back. If he doesn't take it, he played it there. I don't like the knight coming here. This is connected, so I can play this. If he pushes, I play this. If he pushes, I play this. So then everything exchanges. This opens up. Everything's exchanged. It's fine. I'm going to stop this knight maneuver, and pawn push is met by multiple other pawn pushes. Be okay. As I said, this is what I had already seen. Pawn push, then exchange, rook exchanged, pawn push, and then I think this whole thing is opened up. Perfectly okay. No issues. It's a pretty standard setup that we go for. And then he takes the rook. Pawn takes, and then we are okay. No issues. This is also okay. He's just closing this whole structure up. That's also fine. I move the queen away. Get the rook in to this file and continue the game. So it's a pretty standard setups again. Knight cannot come here, pawn takes, knight goes here, bishop takes. This rook can be attacked. If by chance he plays something on the square, then the rook is lost. I mean exchange down at that position he'll have to play. Generally they don't do those kind of positional errors of putting knight or the queen there. Typically doesn't happen at 1-800 levels. It typically happens at 1600 opponents, 1700 opponents. So I don't think so. That mistake will happen. He's asking for this exchange. I'm okay. Then I play this here, then I play the rook here. He doubles the pawns. I put the bishop here. Rook moves away. Okay. Okay, the king will sit here. Queen will sit there. Okay, let me first put pressure along this diagonal. Then let's see how it goes. Still have this pressure on this. You cannot move the knight, and he can open this up. This becomes a good bishop if he's able to open things up. It's an easy way to do that. Pawn push. If he plays e5, bishop into e5, free pawn, I'll just be happy about it. I would want to infiltrate on that file, which I will do with this. He doesn't have any back rank threats. The queen doesn't really have any squares to push forward. I have this bishop here, maneuver is there. Okay. Alright, so let me put pressure on this pawn here. He will double this up, and then I'll put my bishop here. I'll put the bishop here, I'll put the rook there. Okay. Alright folks, now finally the first good question has been asked. What if I take, pawn take, bishop takes, knight takes? He'll put pressure across this diagonal. He also this row D file. Good question folks, let's spend a minute or two in this position. Truly I'm evaluating the position. What are my options? I take, and then I take from the knight. I think I want to simply do that. Bishop takes, I simply get this pawn, and then I'll say put my knight here and block this whole structure, and then say let's play. It's my idea. If bishop takes, I'll exchange first, and then I'll take this off. And I can put this bishop here, discovered. I think we are okay. I'm not sure it's a good idea, because I think this pawn's hanging. No easy way to defend that, so I thought I'll take it. Knight takes, knight wants to sit here. I can take it that time also. I'm simply going to play this here. And then the pawn push to defend the knight. And I think we are all good. And the king also has an escape square. I think we're doing okay folks. No issues. Bishop does have this f5 square, but then I have f6, f3, and we are all good. And there's no back rank weakness once f3 is played. As I thought, is there any discovered attacks? I don't see it. f3 solves my problems. And I'm now going to just move the king away. Queen away. See, as a way I have this move as well. No, I don't have that. I have to play this has to take. Okay, no issues, folks. We're fine. I can even take this off. Yeah, I should take this off and then push this, kick this away. King has escape square. I think we're okay, folks. This match. Let's evaluate the position quickly. He has a great bishop. He's a good bishop. They don't have really good squares for the queen to come in. So what if I play the queen here, queen into? I think we are fine. He has to take it, so let me just get this exchanged. There's no mate anywhere, so we are okay. It's a forced exchange, not really forced exchange, but okay exchange. No real threats for the opposition. Maybe the pawn structure spoiled, yes, but a queen king safe, and the knight is jumping in next, putting pressure on the f5. The rook does not have a great entry points. He doesn't have this. He doesn't have this. He has these two squares only. And I'm going to just, next move is just closing this whole knight out of the bishop out of the way. The rook is going to sit along this diagonal for sure. The knight will sit along this diagonal for sure. So I think we're pretty clear on where our pieces should be. No problem. If knight comes, bishop takes, pawn takes, and then I'm going to put pressure on this. Knight here. I'm worried about the knight here. Where should I keep my pieces after the knight comes there? First is kick. The knight has not yet come there. So I'm going to first close this, threaten this. He can't play this. I take this. Check. Okay. Couple of nice little maneuvers are there. So I don't see this happening. This is not happening. Because I have this. The pawn push is not happening. It should not have happened, folks. I think it's a free piece. There's no back rank. Yes, free piece. Thank you. And then the match is over. I don't see any way for him to get out of this simple little maneuver. And this basically bishop. He left the bishop hanging. He didn't see it. Let's give me a free piece, which I'm going to happily accept with complete humbleness. I'm not sure the humbleness part, but surely I'm accepting the free piece. It's a blunder. Okay, I will attack you. And when you take, I take. When you take, I take. So I'm still a piece for a pawn up. Or actually, like full piece up, because I'm already a pawn up. So bishop takes and rook takes, and I think we are good to go. I don't see a problem yet. Does he have any other intermezzos? I don't see that. So working. He wants to do what? There's a bishop square, escape squares. Bishop cannot come here. Here he can come here. Sorry, here. Here he can come here and here. Okay, no issues. I'm going to should we just take this, allow this exchange, and then close the structure? I think that's better. You take it, and I'm going to close this up. Okay, play it, my dear friend. So I think it's clearly a piece up and all of that stuff. So I'm trying to exchange. So objective of me playing this here was that if he does some other maneuvering, then I'll try to get the rooks exchanged, threatening a few pieces. And if he doesn't exchange, then I get that other piece or pawn or whatever. So we have a few opportunities, and we are pretty much okay. How do I put pressure on him? I put play here and play here. So my idea is that I want to exchange. So I'm asking him, I will exchange. And he has this pawn under threat, so he has to go back here. And then what do we do then? Then I'll get the rook to the 7th rank and try to play. One possibility. This pawn is weak. Where do I put my bishop? My bishop has to sit here, ideal case. My bishop is going to target this pawn here. Let's see, folks. How that goes. Rook comes back here, then bishop goes back here. Offering the exchange. I have this, but I don't have a way to do that. It's a good position. I think we are okay. Materially massively up. 3 minutes on the clock, we're good on the clock. Let's objective level at the position. What is the counterplay? There's a counterplay. Bishop stuck. The rook has some files. Yeah, I think I'll just defend and then I'll go here. This pawn's protected, so no problem. I'm defending, then I'm attacking this pawn and defending this pawn. I think we're fine. I would have given this up, but unfortunately this bishop is eyeing both these pawns, so now I'll attack this pawn. He wants to free up this bishop because this pawn was under threat, but then I'm putting pressure on this pawn. He goes back. I close this up. Where would I want my knight? My knight should sit here and threaten. There's no easy way to reach there. Play here, here, and here. Okay, let's try. Nothing's wrong with it. Trying to come in here, check this too many moves. A ton of moves possible. Let's see. One possible sequence. Come here, threaten this, win this. I get this check in, and then I get this one here, and then I think I can come here. Oh, I have this nice little move. Sitting here and then threatening to come here and threaten this pawn. I think they are okay. I think this is a good move. No easy way to stop that. I have this one here. We are okay, folks. My idea is this: just put this here and then just take this. That's the ideal way. One of the ways. This point is I'm losing this pawn. Okay, take it. Because I get one more. Then we got nothing. Then I push this bishop away and start pushing this pawns. Alright, so bishop sits here, pawn comes here, protecting everything, and then slowly the pawn push happens. That's the plan. So first I'm going to play bishop here along this diagonal. Then the pawn push happens. Yeah, if you take, you can take bishop for 2 pawns. I'm okay. Okay, then I'm going to push. And now I'm going to push this set of pawns. How do you stop it? Push. How do you stop it? Still not finding an easy way to stop it, folks. Check. Okay, now. Oh, okay. Oh, it's okay. You can stop it, but you have to give up the bishop, so not clear. I think it's clear, folks. We're winning. Yes, some trick up sleeves. Let's calculate the whole sequence. Rook check. Queen comes here. Rook comes here. I come here. He takes that, and I just push the pawn. Check. I think it's fine. So I'm going to first push the pawn. Check. King comes here. This goes here. This check. Check. Okay, I'm fine. I'm going to just push the pawn. I don't see a mating sequence. You have a check. I go here. You have this pawn takes. I just go here. There's no mate, my dear friend, and I'm just escaping along this path. You can take any number of pawns. I'm just winning this game. So yeah, I have this defensive one more move which will get me out of this rut. And I do still go ahead and queen. Alright folks, anyways, this is protected, double protection. I think we are good to go. Sufficient pawns. I push. The idea is he has 3 pawns. Okay, still not clear. Now I'm going to run away some way. I did not run away. There's a check. I have a queen now. Both the squares controlled. Okay, folks. He gave me the queen. Then I'm still going to run away. We have one more check. I'm going to sit on white squares. It's the only way to go here. I have this line opening up. Okay. Alright. Alright, I'm going to enter now from the other side. There's a check. But then I escape. Yeah, I have to be very careful. I just escape here. You have one more check, but then I sit here. This is a white square, they don't have much play. I have this fork ready. So if you place this, I have a fork, I get the rook and this queen. This is no fast, easy way to do it. Now we are safe. Alright folks, I think we are waiting for resignation or the time to run out. One of the two would happen soon. Okay, neither of the thing happened, but then I have this check. I think this is mate. Wasn't it a mate in 1 or something? Yes, I was right. It was a mate in 1 and I figured it out. It's this Boden's mate. Sequence, let's analyze. I'm sure that, my game's having sufficient blunders. For us to analyze, let's quickly analyze this. I have done 2 blunders, right, and and 2 mistakes. Let's learn from them. Here, I should not castle. This is interesting because I have something better. I think something better is this. Not sure Why? This is such a big deal. So we had a pawn, and this is like a fairly good long sequence, and I think the same sequence still exists here. Right, he has to come there, and then no, I can do this as well. And yeah, that advantage was lost, and I think here again, we don't have that. I think we have this still. No. I take. He takes, I take. How is this any better? I get a pawn. I think I have this. Bishop d1. Knight f6, bishop d6. h3. This, then he takes this. Oh no. So yeah, here I had to use some forced maneuvers, and here I had to push it front, and here bishop c1 and trying to reroute it and attack it this way. Alright folks, a good match we played. Good news is we won even though I'm not in great form. So we'll play a shorter game now and we'll call it a day. As you can see, my blitz performance is where I think I have lost a lot of points. I'm at 1678, which is really poor. Let's try to play the Queen's Gambit declined. He cannot take it. Then I have to play this double knights in this. Okay, so he's going for the exchange variation. So it's fine. Then I have to simply capture back the pawn with the intermediate check. The game goes on. I don't see too much of trouble. See, this would be a violation of opening principles. I would want to develop my pieces, open this up, all of this. If he plays this, I have to play this, stopping his bishop to come in here. I think he has to go back now. Let's calculate this. Knight takes, bishop, pawn takes, queen, rook, bishop takes. I'm a pawn up in the whole sequence. I think I'll take it. We are fine. I don't mind even being king here rather than king castle. I have to go defensive, which I don't like, but what other choice do I have? We're okay with the exchange, we're a little material up. I'll have to target this pawn. King comes, rook comes here, defensive. We are okay, we are a pawn up. Okay, let me target this pawn. Bishop, knight comes here, knight is coming here. I don't want the knight to come there, so let me target this. King goes out, bishop comes there. Still targeting this pawn. here. There's some possibilities. I'm threatening this, so he has to go somewhere else. He comes here. I threaten this. Then the king comes here. It's a check, intermediate check. He didn't do that. Still has that check. I don't want my rook to stuck behind this enemy lines. I want them ahead of the enemy lines. Check, and I just move it away. Then I want to get my rook. So I know that will happen. Okay. Okay, I have to. Oh, there's no easy way to defend that pawn. Okay, I've given up the pawn. Rook enters from the other side, which I don't like. I would want to target this pawn. Yes, I'm going to target this pawn here. So the root is this here, here, and here. Still has back rank issues. Opponent. Okay, so I have this targeting this. I still protect this square, so still it's not easy. Might come here, then I play this here. Then I simply win this. Okay, and there's no easy way to protect this pawn here. This pawn is critical for me. He cannot come here because this pawn is still lost. So yes, he doesn't have that square, so we are good. I'm not going to go in, I'm going to go out. Still protecting this, and these two squares are gone. So we are good, and this pawn is just pushing through. I have this, I have this. I have this. If you come here, I simply take it because you cannot. Oh. Rook. I think so. The rook stuck. I think this rook does not have squares. If my king can maneuver himself here. Rook's lost. Okay, no, then he comes back and he has a square. It's not easy, folks. Yeah, the knight comes back. I just win the pawn, so I think I'll just continue to push my pawns. Knight comes back and knight bishop simply takes the knight. Whole thing simplifies. We are fine. We have 2 pawns up. This is like completely winning. No issues. So first block the king entry. King should not become active, and then push the pawns. King doesn't still have an entry. King, I don't know where will the king go. One push. Take it. One push. King does not have entry. One push. King does not have entry. One push, and this game's over. Queen comes here, that's done. It's done, folks. King comes here now next. Too many pawns. You can come in. I don't care. I'm still winning. That's it. That's it. We come to the end of this game. Pretty easy win against this opponent. Alright. I know that I played this too fast. And I know I've done blunders. So let's analyze this and call it a day. We've been spent almost an hour here analyzing this couple of games, and let's see how it goes. Alright, so our blunders, we have done enough blunders. I have done a couple of them. I have done 3 mistakes, 1 mistake and 2 blunders in the position. Still, I don't know how I won. This was not an accurate way to handle it. I was feeling it. It was a very passive way to handle it. I was not able to find a nice active way to handle this position. King cannot come here. Castle possible. Okay, you take. Then I play this. Then I get an active way to handle the same thing. Great folks, is a very nice learning here on how to handle the same question actively while I handle very passively. Here. What was the problem? I was worried about this check. I think I should have played it after this. I should put pressure right away. Yes, because it's too early to play this. Because he does this, then you play this, and then he anyways has to go back. So, yeah. Okay, I think I still have to play the same move. Yeah, I think he says rook b4 is equal, much better, because then you have this. And then you take this. Yes, take is a blunder. Okay. But we call it a day. We've got 2 wins. And as you can see, my blitz rating is really bad. It's at 1678. So I have to work really hard to improve this. My rapid rating is still good, around 19. Alright folks, have a great day. I think I'm more comfortable in the slower time controls than faster time controls. This is what we learned from this. Any other learnings from today? I think I need to work harder. I have not really done good work in the last 3 days. I'm restarting today my journey towards being in 1800, and I think the game is going fine at this point. Thank you all.